The global aviation industry is once again on the edge of a major shift, and this time, all eyes are on Russia. For decades, Western giants like Boeing and Airbus have dominated the skies with their advanced aircraft and global influence, but now a new challenger is quietly taking shape, one that could disrupt the balance of power in military transport aviation. This is the story of the Ilyushin Il-276, the next-generation aircraft that is being developed to follow the legendary Ilyushin Il-76. To understand why the Il-276 is creating so much buzz, we first need to look back at the legacy of the Il-76. Introduced during the Cold War, the Il-76 became one of the most reliable and versatile heavy transport aircraft ever built. It could carry massive payloads, operate in extreme conditions, and land on unprepared runways, something that gave it a huge advantage in military operations and humanitarian missions. But as time moved forward, the demands of modern warfare and logistics began to change. The world no longer needed just heavy lifters. It needed smarter, more efficient, and more flexible aircraft. This is where the gap began to appear, a gap that Russia is now trying to fill with the Il-276. The Ilyushin Il-276 is designed to fill the gap between light tactical transports and heavy strategic airlifters like the Il-76. Unlike its predecessor, which focused on maximum payload and extreme conditions, the Il-276 is being developed with a more balanced approach. It aims to carry around 20 tons of cargo, making it ideal for a wide range of missions, from troop transport and logistics support to humanitarian aid and rapid deployment operations. What makes this aircraft particularly interesting is the philosophy behind its design. Russia is not trying to directly compete with the largest aircraft in the world. Instead, it is targeting a segment that is currently dominated by aircraft like those developed by Airbus and Boeing. By focusing on efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and operational flexibility, the Il-276 could become an attractive option for many countries that cannot afford or do not require larger, more expensive aircraft. For companies like Boeing and Airbus, this approach may not have been an immediate concern at first. After all, both companies have traditionally focused on high-end, technologically advanced aircraft designed for well-funded militaries and developed infrastructure. However, the global market is changing. Many countries today are looking for practical solutions, aircraft that can perform reliably without requiring massive investments in infrastructure or maintenance. This is exactly where the Il-276 could have a significant impact. Another key aspect of the Il-276 is its modern design. Unlike older Soviet-era aircraft, this new platform is expected to feature updated avionics, improved fuel efficiency, and better operational economics. This means lower maintenance costs, longer service life, and greater reliability in diverse environments. These improvements are crucial in today's competitive aviation market, where performance alone is not enough. Cost and sustainability also play a major role.
Moreover, the Il-276 is being developed with export potential in mind. Russia understands that to succeed in the modern aviation industry, it must appeal to international customers. By offering a versatile and cost-effective aircraft, it could attract interest from countries in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, regions where operational conditions can be challenging and budgets are often limited. This strategy could quietly challenge the dominance of Western manufacturers. While Boeing and Airbus continue to lead in terms of technology and global reach, the emergence of the Il-276 highlights an important shift in the industry. It shows that there is still room for alternative approaches, designs that prioritize practicality over perfection and reliability over complexity. In many ways, this echoes the success of the Ilyushin Il-76, which proved that an aircraft does not need to be the most advanced to be the most effective. Another factor that adds to the intrigue is the timing of this project. As global tensions and defense needs continue to evolve, countries are reevaluating their military capabilities. Air mobility has become more important than ever, and the demand for versatile transport aircraft is growing. The Il-276 arrives at a moment when the market is ready for something new, something that bridges the gap between old and new, heavy and light, expensive and affordable. Of course, challenges remain. Developing a new aircraft is a complex and resource-intensive process. Delays, funding issues, and technological hurdles are all part of the journey. Additionally, competing against established players like Boeing and Airbus is no easy task. These companies have decades of experience, global support networks, and strong customer relationships. However, if history has taught us anything, it is that underestimating innovation can be a costly mistake. The Ilyushin Il-76 itself was once seen as just another Soviet project, yet it went on to become one of the most widely used transport aircraft in the world. Could the Il-276 follow a similar path? It is still too early to say, but the potential is certainly there. What truly makes this story compelling is not just the aircraft itself, but what it represents. It symbolizes a new chapter in aviation, one where different design philosophies compete, where emerging players challenge established leaders, and where innovation comes from unexpected places. For aviation enthusiasts, military analysts, and industry experts alike, the Il-276 is a project worth watching closely. It may not immediately replace existing aircraft or dominate the market, but it has the potential to reshape expectations and influence future designs. In conclusion, the Il-276 is more than just a successor to the Il-76. It is a strategic move in a rapidly evolving aviation landscape. By targeting a specific market segment and focusing on practicality, it challenges the traditional dominance of Boeing and Airbus. Whether it ultimately succeeds or not, one thing is certain: the aviation industry is watching. And if the Il-276 lives up to its promise, it might just deliver the kind of surprise that no one saw coming.